Hello, Jo Pretty, Principal at the University College, Isle of Man.
Now there's something very special happening here today. Just tell us what's going on.
It's a birthday celebration for one of our students, Thelma. Thelma is 90 years old today.
That is incredible, but more so, not just because she's reached the ripe old age of 90 and looks nothing like that age. She's quite supple, isn't she?
She is. She's very adept at many yoga moves. I think she's probably one of the only people in the class who can actually bend her feet over her head. But Thelma has been coming to our classes for over 25 years.
And there's such a range of ages here today, and it's one of those things, again, that I don't think enough people necessarily know, that UCM IOM offer these courses for all ages, and this is perfect testament to that. Why do you think these things are important, these adult education classes?
I think they're incredibly important because I think throughout life we learn continuously. And I think that's demonstrated here today with the group that we've got. They learn not just about the yoga moves, but they're learning from each other, and they're also able to bond socially. It's part of our community, it's part of our, in essence, it's part of our culture on the Isle of Man and part of who we are, and it's just wonderful to see how happy everybody is, and we all want to be happy in life. It's a whole community experience here.
My name is Cathy Lord. I'm the Programme Manager of all the leisure courses on the Isle of Man.
Now, Cathy, I've just been hearing from Principal Pretty here that there's some fantastic courses here, obviously, in adult education that are crucial for our community. Just tell us a little bit about these adult education courses then. What sort of things are on offer and who are they for?
Okay, yes, we have computer courses, we have many cookery classes, creative arts is always very, very popular. We have astronomy, lots of health and well-being and exercise, of course, yoga, Pilates, things like that, and many different language courses.
How do you choose what you're going to include in this syllabus every year? Because it does seem to expand each year.
Well, people tend to come to me, they tend to apply for me, and I think, oh yes, that'll go down well. But yeah, the tutors tend to come to me because we advertise every year in the guide for anybody who's got skills that they think they could share to come and see us. So I go through and I just think, and I things that pop on the TV, like last year we had Tai Chi, which was very, very in the newspaper, and everybody was talking about it. And suddenly I put on loads of Tai Chi classes, and it just took off. Every class was full to capacity. It still is to this year.
And a lot of these things are things that you've got the health services suggesting are good for people to get involved with nowadays, because there's a push towards mental health and well-being, and a lot of these courses would work for that.
Yes, certainly. I know that a lot of people come in our pottery classes. In fact, I was talking to a lady, one of the tutors, who said she's got somebody who's 82 attending her pottery class. And yes, it keeps the mind active. So yes, you've got to keep creative and keep thinking about what you're doing.
Now, Thelma, you're celebrating a rather important birthday today. Is it terribly rude of me to ask how old you are?
90.
90 years old. Congratulations, first of all. And it's lovely to see that UCM have laid on a party for you here. There's cake and sandwiches and all sorts of things.
They've done me proud.
And one of the reasons they wanted to celebrate you is because you have been a student here for quite some time, haven't you?
Yes, that's correct. Over 25 years. We started at the art place Kensington Road, when Betty was doing it, and then Barbara came along, and just been with her ever since.
So you have been doing a yoga class for 25 years?
Yes, definitely.
I have to say, at this juncture, I'm not quite yet 90, and I can't touch my toes, so I'm very impressed with you. No, I'm not very supple. No. So what do you get out of this?
Well, just a lot of pleasure, the companionship I get from the class, and you feel better, and makes you appreciate life more, I think.
And I'm assuming that having done it for 25 years, that the people that go will have changed, obviously, over that time.
Yes, there's been quite a few changes in the class, yes.
And the other side of this, I guess, as well, is, as we're talking about the people, the social element. Do you get something from that?
Well, that is the reason I joined after my husband died. I decided I was on my own, and I thought, well, I'll have to go out and meet more people, and as I say, I didn't want to do anything. It was taxing my brain, so I thought, well, the best thing is to keep fit. So I joined yoga.
And I guess as well, keeping yourself physically fit, it helps psychologically and mentally as well.
It does, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, everybody has their off days, but this certainly makes you you appreciate things and want to keep going and improving.
I'm also joined by another person whose birthday it is, I believe. Yes. Do you mind me asking your name?
Jennifer Kissack.
Jennifer, do you mind me asking how old you are?
82.
82. And how long have you been coming to yoga?
20 years.
20 years. And what do you get out of it?
Well, a companionship like Thelma, and also I always liked exercise. I've always done it, running, riding horses, walking, whatever, and I've just enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. So I keep enjoying it.
So if you've enjoyed all that different tools of exercise, why is it you've stuck with yoga?
Because it's one of the easiest things for me to do now.
And what are some of your favourite moves?
It's got to be the plough, hasn't it?
Barbara, you are a yoga teacher and you have been teaching yoga for quite some time. When did you start?
I started 22 years ago, and that was with a class in the Fountain Club at the Sefton Hotel. The year afterwards, I began working for the college.
And why did you start with the college? What was it that took you here?
Right. Well, my previous yoga teacher, because I'd been to the college for yoga classes since the mid-1970s, and her name was Betty Barry, she met me one day and she said, "I'm retiring shortly. Would you like me to put your name forward to take over my classes?" I was absolutely delighted. It was a dream come true, really.
And you've been doing it ever since, which
Yes.
is fantastic. And this class in particular, this group of people, are really quite special, aren't they?
They are indeed, because a lot of them have been coming since I started 21 years ago for the college. They're amazing, and they're such a joy to be with because we're like a family now. Also, they're such an inspiration to me because I've seen how they've progressed over the years to doing things that they didn't think they'd be able to attain, but they are now. You don't have to be supple to start yoga. That's what you will gain if you come to regular practice. That's the main thing. It's got to be regular practice.
And Barbara, I remember seeing a fantastic photo actually of Thelma in the newspaper doing. Just tell us what the position is.
It's the plough, and then it goes into the shoulder stand, and she's one of the best of all my pupils at doing those two postures. And this is what gives me such joy, to know that they're able to do this, into these older years.
So if someone's listening and they want to investigate this more and maybe want to sign up to some of your awesome classes, how do they do that?
Okay, so the new guide is out, so it's summer and spring, so some classes start in January but some throughout the year. There's loads on at college reception, you can come and collect them, or it's on the website so they can download one from there. Just need to fill in the application form, which is included in the prospectus, and post it to college or come in by yourself, or you can pay by debit card or credit card and come in person at reception.
And what sort of costs are we looking at for these courses, just to give people an idea?
It's difficult to say exact cost because it depends. Some courses just 9-week courses. You've got one day courses which start from £13 for a day course, a half-day course. Some courses go up to £150, but I think they work out about £6 an hour, so it's not a lot of money.
If you were to try and encourage someone to go along to yoga, what would you say to them? What sort of advice would you give them, and what would you say to try and encourage them to go?
It's difficult. There's so many things to benefit from, but it certainly gets you out, it gets you mixing with people, and you find you're feeling better without realising it.
Yeah, that's very true. Sometimes you start and you think, what am I here for? At the end you realise why you're there.
Can you ever be too old to downward dog?
No, I don't think you can. May not be doing it as well as you did, but you can still do it.